That is so weird. That is so freaky weird. The brakes on this are pretty good too. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ljs Garage. I'm sitting in a 2021 Jeep Wrangler, and this one isn't a full review video. We're not gonna do that today because it's raining and it's ugly and it's disgusting, but I do love the rain, so don't get me wrong. But this one is the new hybrid motor that's available in the Jeep Wranglers. So I wanted to do kind of a first drive initial thoughts on this thing. First off, it's quiet. I hear a little hum. Before I start making weird electric car noises, let me go ahead and give you some numbers. 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder that's paired to a 17 kilowatt hour battery. Combined, they make 375 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60, 6 seconds, 370 miles of combined range, and 21 miles all electric. So it does move and it does get some distance. It is a very good package. Just a little tiny whiny noise, but not much. I'm about to put it in just electric mode right now. Oh man, see, that's quiet. Fully electric mode right now. So everything that you love and know about a Jeep Wrangler is still the same. And this one is a Sahara, so it has a lot of bells and whistles and nice things, which I'll give you guys kind of a sneak peek of that, but I won't touch on all those details in this video. Hopefully I'll be back to film another full review of the Sahara, but right now I'm really focused on this electric hybrid system. So this is the driver's viewpoint. As you can see, everything's pretty familiar if you've been in any of these. So here's the home page of the Uconnect system. As you can see, it's pretty cumbersome. There's a lot of things, but if you're familiar with the Uconnect system, this is nothing different. But you can just hit your controls. You got the quick access to your heated seats, heated steering wheel, backup cameras, all that. I'll show you what the backup camera looks like. Pretty solid. And then your climate control settings, just right there. But again, you got physical buttons that you can use. And then your heated seats for your passenger, and all of those good things. Volume buttons, volume power off buttons. So they've done a good job. This is all very in between modern and old school, what you're used to. I love it. Window switches, shifter, 4-wheel drive controls, and then back up here, steering wheel controls, cruise control, that stuff. Pretty straightforward. On the door, you know, you got your locks and your mirror controls and some more locks. And this pretty cool thing that tells you when your Jeep is locked or not, whatever. But yeah, this is the interior. Very familiar, very nice. And it's raining, but I'll give you guys an outside shot real quick. So you can't hear anything, it is running. And you can tell it's hybrid because it's blue. But overall, I mean, this is the same Jeep you love and enjoy. Nothing you guys haven't seen, so I won't dive into all that too much. But she's a pretty girl. Definitely gets my vote as one of my favorite setups on the Wrangler. I love the Sahara. Trunk's full, but you can see it's got stuff. But yeah, that's her. Back seats. 5'9", seat set for me. I'm 5'9", just enough room. Controls, outlets, pretty much familiar Jeep stuff. If you don't know, then now it's time to know. But that's it. Oh yeah, and then on the left hand side, you got your options for your hybrid system. So all really nice, all well done. And then Jeep does have their new key fob. It's kind of ugly, but it works. I don't really know what they're doing, but here you go. So right now I can tell you it really feels no different than driving anything else. But then you realize you're in a Jeep, and that initial shock is kind of, you know, takes you back a little bit. Like, wow, this is not the same Wrangler that I'm used to. Like, this is just not. So far, I mean, they've done a great job. It's a lot more insulated in these newer models than it was in the previous generations, like by miles. I mean miles. This new car just blows away the old one. I mean, everything is pretty easy to use, easy to find, and I wouldn't say there's a whole lot to dive into. Oh man, that is so weird. That is so freaky weird. but it's so cool. It seems like you're in a futuristic spaceship. You still got your usual 4-wheel drive controls. None of that's different.
Another thing to point out is that if you have a 240 volt outlet, it'll charge in 2 hours. A 120 volt outlet is 12 hours, so be prepared.
But it still handles like a Wrangler. None of that's different, even slightly. I mean, overall, this is just nice. And I love that they've taken this, the Jeep progression in the evolution spectrum of cars is actually really good. They've taken the time to slowly introduce all these changes that they've already pretty much had developed for a long time. And now we're finally getting the fully electric option. And this same system is going to be applied to all of the other Jeep models. Coming from even the Grand Cherokee with the air ride suspension, I brag about that air ride suspension all the time because it's the best thing to drive on. But this, it holds its own. It really, truly does. Yeah, outside all you hear is a little bit of tire noise. That's so freaky to me. Super cool though. Oh man. Okay, I said I would only do a 3/4 throttle. That was pretty much full throttle and instant torque. I gotta say, this is, other than the 392, the V8 Wrangler, this is probably one of the fastest Wranglers you can get with this electric setup. And I dig it. Is it weird? Yeah, super weird. Man, oh man. How times have changed. That's pretty much the thumbnail driving point of this video, is just, man, how times have changed. The one thing to keep in mind is most people don't buy a Wrangler for speed, performance, any of that. This is all based on the off-road capabilities. That's kind of the base point. That's the stuff that a Jeep is designed for. That's what people worry about. So this isn't gonna, you know, knock you out of your seat. It will throw you back a little bit, and it's pretty freaking awesome, I'll say. And ooh, that guy's got one of those electric lawnmowers, actually, that just runs around like the Roombas, you know, that mows your lawn when you're not home. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those running around. I feel like until we finally get like these electric cars that can hang with the gas cars, which I know on paper they can, but feel they can't. Until they can hit that feel checkbox for me, I'm still gonna be hanging on. And so this definitely inspires that, to where I'm like, you know what? There's hope, a lot of hope. And at least in the off-road market, I know Jeep's working on putting, you know, chargers on trails and things like that, and that's going to be so nice. Just to think that a company like that is like thinking ahead, that if you're going to offer this for the electric consumer, they're going to possibly want to take this thing on trails like it's meant to be. You used to be cool if you drove a gas Jeep, but now you're cool if you drive a hybrid one. And you're even cooler if you wait and just buy an electric one. Changed my mind. And if you're just LJ, then you're just cool automatically. So there's that. Not many people ever really use the Wranglers for towing like they could potentially. So I will post those towing numbers right here. And I know this isn't the normal LJ organized video. Life has been a little bit hectic, so bear with me as I get back on track, get back to the normal flow of things.
Thank you guys so much if you made it this far. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Maybe check out a few videos and kind of get a feel for what normal LJ is like. But I'm kind of a different kind of person. So if you don't know that by now, well, now you do. Make sure you guys stay happy, stay sane, stay healthy. And I'll see you guys on the next one.